Hey everyone, you're here with Sarcastic Tech, and welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. Today, we're just doing something easy, simple for me to edit, because I have COVID, so I can't leave my house. Yeah! So instead of me, doing whatever I want to do, that'll take so much energy for me to do, I'm doing a tier list. I'm just ranking the national parks that I've been to, because I can't judge the ones I haven't. Yeah, so we're just gonna jump right in. Just going right to it. Oh, look, I'm flipped. Hello. Alright, so. Ooh, where do I want to start? Acadia. We'll start from the northeast. Okay, so Acadia is in Maine. Beautiful place. Gorgeous, even. Um, it's the only national park in Maine, which really surprised me, I'm not gonna lie. Don't know why, but it is. But if you're not in, in a city in Maine, you're off grid, basically. That's what it felt like going there. And besides Bar Harbor, which is fucking packed, by the way. Oh my god, it is so touristy. I did not expect it to be that touristy. It was really beautiful. I it's like it's not an S. Um I'm gonna say it's a B. I'm gonna say it's a B. Because it's a really nice place. It's definitely worth the visit. And I probably would go back there, but not too much. I'd probably go back there again. Just maybe one more time. But you should definitely go. Here's some photos that I took when I was there. Acadia is the first time that I've encountered beach right next to forest trees. Awesome. That was awesome. So cool. But the waters are so cold. So cold. The way I noticed that somebody is from Maine is because there was a lady who was swimming out and she was just neck only. That's it. Crazy. Next, we'll just going into it. What is this? Oh, okay. It's Mesa Verde. So this is in Colorado. Really cool. Really beautiful. Takes you like 30 minutes just to drive to the actual things. So this is where cliff palaces that people carved into the cliff inside of a canyon. They lived here. They called them the ancient ones, the mountain climbers. Really awesome to see. I would give it a C because it's not really what I was expecting when I was going there. But it feels more like the novelty of seeing it. But the place itself, the park actually captures the respect for the indigenous tribes that you should have, you know? Like, come on, dude. But definitely worth going. Awesome to see from above, mind you. Really fucking cool. Here's some more photos that I took while I was there. There's my cat. Next, let's stick with Colorado. Okay, so the Great Sand Dunes. You will be hiking. If you want to see it and experience the sand dunes, you will be hiking up these dunes, and they're so fucking big. They're so tall. You're gonna just have to bring lots of water. Bring water so you can stay hydrated, because walking into these dunes is crazy. There's one woman, she's like a athlete because she's just hiked all the way to the top. Obviously, you can hike all the way to the top, but she was just going nonstop, shoo, zipping. Only had a water bottle, and I'm like, you go, girl. Fuck yeah. Me and my sister, we took some breaks. But worth going to. I'd probably put it with Acadia. Definitely worth going to once, maybe twice if you want to see it. What's really cool is as soon as you get there, they kind of just appear. Like, you going over a hill, it's a really long way, from the main road that they have to the actual national park entrance. But as soon as you crest a hill, they're just right there. They just pop out of nowhere, it feels like. And juxtaposed to it is just full greenery mountain. You can obviously hike there as well. You will be hiking. And it was just really neat. It was a cool thing to observe. Let's see, where do I want to go from here? Okay, let's just... This is gonna be a little controversial, okay? We're gonna do a big one. We're just gonna put them where I think they should go. Yosemite. have a little qualm. I have a little bone to pick with Yosemite National Park. Don't get me wrong. Always gorgeous. Absolutely go once. Unless you're a rock climber, go as much as you want. But one, not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a bigger national park than it was. Because, you know, when I hear Yosemite, I'm thinking, yeah, that's a national park. That's up there with like Yellowstone or something, you know? And that's how I computed it in my mind. But when I got there, one, I was hauling a trailer. Because that's just how I traveled. Whatever. No RV parking. This is like, it's literally only a loop that you're driving in. It'll take you like 5-10 minutes max, depending on how you're driving, right? To go through the whole thing. To drive through the whole national park loop that they have. Not counting like your hiking trails and stuff, right? In that loop, no RV parking. And it was just mind-boggling to me because Yosemite is like it's an up there national park, you know? Like, it's so advertised to go see it. But it was just kind of like, wow, really? You're not accommodating for RV life? Like, you're not even, what's going on? Literally, there's only 2 RV spots, and you're not even in the national park to park there. It's as soon as you go through the tunnel, immediately on your left. As soon as you better slow down if you have an RV when you're going into Yosemite, right? As soon as you go through the tunnel, there's a little parking spot so you can see this beautiful view. And it's just like, 2 RV spots. That's it. That is all the parking that you have if you have a trailer. And I think there should be more. That's it. I need to get off Yosemite, but I need to get off its dick. It's fine. But it's basically for the novelty of going. That's what it feels like to me, right? But whatever. Let's go. Let's go to another one. Let's do a different one, right? Okay. Let's do White Sands National Park. Yeah. In New Mexico. Highlight. So, obviously, I'm putting it here. A. So, White Sands National Park. Here's some photos. Here's some videos. But it's an A for me because it's a beautiful place. Very nice people. Beautiful place. You can rent or buy sleds to slide down and have fun on the dunes. But I didn't expect the white sand to be cold to touch when you're there. Like, for us, when we went in April, so it was like 69 degrees. Nice. Oh, the coolness of the white sands. Just when you're stepping your toesies in, beautiful. So nice. So refreshing. If I do say so myself. And I do. Worth it. Go. I will be trying to go back. So we're going to get some California ones out of the way, alright? Next up, this beautiful park. It is so close to an S tier for me. But I'm going to put it at A. I will go back there. There is no way I will not go back there. You cannot stop me from going back there, okay? Absolutely worth going to. I'm a tree hugger. That's it. Apparently, I pat so many trees while I was there. If you saw my New Year's video, you saw me and my sister reacting to those fucking trees. Oh my god. Gorgeous. But also not a trailer-friendly place. I know I gave shit to Yosemite for that one, but there's a reason that Sequoia can't be. It's the mountains. There's signs, and they even tell you when you first get there that any vehicle longer than 22 feet will not make it up the mountain. So I can understand that, right? But they let me park my trailer, like a 10-minute drive right across their campsite that they have there at their dump station, which also doubles as a parking lot, and I was able to unhook there and go up the mountain. They accommodate just a little bit. And it's so worth it. It is just so worth it. I didn't mean to smack you, I'm sorry. It's so worth it to go to Sequoia National Park. Speaking of, right next to Sequoia, going north, is Kings Canyon, and they're so close together that they share a sign when you're first coming in. It's literally like Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. But I will be putting this one in B for the sole reason that I was not able to go all the way to the actual canyon overlook spot. I was able to still go to the like the general tree, go to and like see some sights and some trails while we were there. But they had a major ass landslide that demolished their road, and they had so much snow when we went that you could not go up there, even though like the rest of the mountain didn't have snow on it. So that's probably gonna be down for a little while. So I didn't get the full experience. It didn't feel like I got the full experience. So it's just gonna be a B for now. But still absolutely beautiful when you're first coming in. They do like talks by the general tree when you're going, so that's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna be negative Nancy just a little bit more, and talk about Joshua Tree National Park. I said what I said. I was expecting not just a desert. It didn't really feel like a national park when I went there. It's super fucking windy. Always when you're going there. Like it's just flat land and then you're in the park itself. And you're just constant with the trailer, obviously, you're just going woo and trying to control it. But I mean, honestly, great campground. Great campground. Not gonna lie. But conservation's important, and that's why it became a national park, to protect the flora and fauna of the desert. But I just wasn't impressed. If you want to go, go. I'm not going to stop you. Obviously, I can't fucking stop you from going. I would not go again. Unless one of my friends wanted to go. And then I would take them. Okay. Going up one. Hot Springs National Park. I'm going to put it at a C. Again, not what I expected when I went there. It's the smallest national park in the US, and that's saying something. Because it's basically a city that's within the national park that you're going to. Very nice bathhouses, don't get me wrong. Visit, beautiful. It didn't feel like they had a lot of trailheads. Like, you could walk in and out of it, but it was just so small and compact that it didn't feel like you could do a lot that was not in their city town thing, you know? But that's where my cat got her certificate for being a purr ranger, so I have good memories there. But still go see it. Very nice bathhouses. Okay, Mammoth Cave. Mammoth Cave. This one's a little close to home for me. I'm from Kentucky, so I like Mammoth Cave a lot. However, if I had to remove that from me, right? I like going to Mammoth Cave. I've been there a lot. But did I like it more than Sequoia? Or as the same level as Sequoia? No. I love caves, don't get me wrong, caving all the way. But it's a great place to visit. It's beautiful in and of itself. I highly suggest going, but you have to have a tour guide to go into a cave there. Unless you're like specifically have something set up to stay overnight, because you can stay overnight in the cave. But again, beautiful, worth going to. I will be going back. There's no doubt about that. That's home for me. But go. Worth it. Worth going to. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give us our first S tier. Ooh, which one do I want? Okay, so Redwoods National Park. Holy shit. how do I explain the experience that I had there, right? First off, go. Go to the Redwoods. Ugh, go to the Redwoods. My sister and I, we had a physical reaction to seeing it. These fucking trees, oh, blew minds. Amazing. Old growth forest, gorgeous. Gorgeous. That was the least prepared I have ever been for a hike. Because we just ran into the forest and it was glorious. I don't run in forest, I'm not gonna lie, but I was frolicking like a fairy in this forest. It felt so good. The vibes were immaculate. Me and my sister, we passed two dudes who were hiking back to their car, and we're just over here running, laughing, giggling. My cat is running with me on this trail, and if they didn't think that we were forest fairies, I don't want to hear it. It's so worth it. We had like just like a spiritual experience there. We had an emotional reaction. I could not stop smiling. Oh, go. Go to the Redwoods National Park. Go. All right, let's do a desert one. Arches! Okay, so Arches National Park, I'm going to put at a B. Okay? Hear me out. Hear me out. Really cool. Really cool place. Still hiking trails. Desert, beautiful in and of itself. Oh my god, the canyons on the way to it. Oh! I'd go back to Arches National Park, but I'm not, like, running to go back there, you know? The arches were cool. I stayed and filmed at Double Arches for a while. And, you know, you can see Delicate Arch, see all that before it, you know, dies and collapses. But I'd recommend going, seeing it, seeing what it has to offer, see a little trailhead. But the geology there, though. Oh my god, they have petrified sand dunes. That's cool shit. I'd go back just for that, you know. So fun. All right, and right next to it, right next to Arches, is Canyonlands National Park. So Canyonlands, though, I'm gonna separate them again, just like I did Kings Canyon and Sequoia. Canyonlands an A. We saw a dude walking a tightrope. That was awesome. That was pretty cool when you're going up the mountain. And while it's mainly like flat, when you're at the top, you're at a plateau. So it's literally like you're going on top, driving a lot. Right after the visitor center, you're getting to more like narrow things, and the canyon just fucking opens up for you. Sweet. So neat. Beautiful fucking view. Do you see this view? So worth it. That is an A. That is an A in my books. And speaking of awesome canyon views, the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon, I have to just put at an A, minimum. Because, one, not an S for me. Didn't have a physical reaction to it. But only because we had to go to the South Rim. There's two, if you don't know, there's two rims on the Grand Canyon. The South Rim, open 24/7, every day of the year. That is where Canyon Village is. And that's where the majority of the tourists are. The North Rim is a bit more private-ish. It's not private, but you won't have as many people going there on that side. Because it's closed in the winter. They get so much fucking snow up there, which astonished me because I was like, snow in Arizona? But now it makes sense because of like elevation and stuff. So, whatever. But we tried to go to the North Rim first in April. This is the farthest we got. So that was something, but still worth it. But at the South Rim, it feels like you're basically funneled to see all this stuff. My anxiety was high on that just because it felt like I couldn't stop and appreciate the fucking beautiful canyon in front of me. And like the bottom of the canyon, dude, Protozoa era. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is worth to sit and appreciate. Just to see everything. And don't get me wrong, beautiful fucking views. Gorgeous. But I felt like I couldn't appreciate it. Not as much as I wanted to. And so it has to be an A because it's a national wonder and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, but oh my god, go to the North Rim when it's open. You will have a better time, I guarantee it. Okay. Olympic National Park. Washington. Beautiful, beautiful trees. Hall of Mosses? A. One, saw so many elk. That was really cool to go up there and see that. It's huge. Olympic National Park is huge. We went on so many trails while we were there. It's gorgeous. I love trees. I love trees so much. And this just like filled a nice little hole. Filled the hole that I had to just appreciate the forest, you know? It's not an S because I didn't like run and frolic like in Redwoods National Park, but it was close. It was close. I would definitely go to Olympic National Park again. And if you're contemplating it or you're around it in the area, go. All right. Last one. Zion. Zion in Utah. Utah? I was so pleasantly surprised, okay? This is my second S. S tier, man. And the first time I came from the west entrance, I think that's what it was, where you're driving through the town that leads up to Zion, and it boggles my mind that people aren't just staring at these canyons while they're going about their day, or trying to, because I had such a visceral reaction to Zion National Park. I was like, I can't like recreate my astonishment with it because I'm in the bottom of this canyon driving, trying to go through all these things. My sister's over here taking photos. I'm almost crying because I'm like, holy shit, look at that, look at that, look at that. Trying to just stay on the road. And it's just gorgeous. While we were there the second time, we hiked the Narrows. And us and our little waders, that they give you, the water, when we went, got up to like, whoop, oh, it's so close to being in the waders. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Backpack above, well, not backpack, but like I had a dry bag with me. Dry bag above my head. Hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo, hoity-toity. But we're going through it. I'm making sure that we don't fall because the current that when we were there, it was pretty strong at certain points. Pretty strong, not gonna lie. And it was so fun to hike the Narrows. I had a blast, right? Like, I'm kicking my feet right now, trying to just be like, oh god, I want to do it again. Go to Zion. Hike what you can. You have to have a permit for Angel's Landing the day before. But yeah, that's my tier list of national parks that I've been to. And if maybe, hopefully, this has inspired you to travel. So if you want to go travel, go travel. I highly encourage it. When you can, if you can, try to make it work. Right? All right. But thank you for watching me. Watch you. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you next week. And subscribe. See ya.